in the heart of the savannah, where the sun beats down mercilessly and the grass sways like waves in an ocean of gold. A haunting sight unfolds, a majestic white lion, the embodiment of beauty and strength, now marred by a grotesque wound. This is not just any injury. It is a horrific barnacle infestation that has taken root on the lion's once pristine skin, transforming this regal creature into a living canvas of suffering. Imagine, if you will, the stark contrast of the lion's alabaster fur against the dark, crusty barnacles that cling to its body like sinister barnacle-clad leeches, robbing it of its dignity and grace. As we delve deeper into this unsettling scenario, we find ourselves grappling with the disturbing reality of nature's cruel design. Barnacles, those seemingly innocuous marine creatures, have a dark side that few consider. They are notorious for their ability to latch onto anything, ships, rocks, and yes, even the skin of unsuspecting animals. The lion, in its quest for sustenance, may have ventured too close to a water source where these opportunistic parasites thrive. With their hard outer shells, barnacles create a fortress around themselves, embedding their sharp edges into the flesh of their host. This results in a painful, festering wound that can become infected, leading to a slow decline in the lion's health. The barnacles, in their relentless pursuit of survival, drain the life from their host, showcasing a brutal dance of parasitism that speaks to the darker aspects of nature. As we observe this lion's plight, we are reminded of the interconnectedness of life. The barnacle infestation serves as a metaphor for the often overlooked consequences of human actions on the natural world. Our relentless exploitation of resources, pollution of waterways, and destruction of ecosystems have far-reaching effects, creating conditions where such infestations can thrive. The lion's suffering is a reflection of our own negligence, a chilling reminder that the balance of nature is delicate and easily disrupted. In the end, as we watch this once mighty beast struggle against its affliction, we must confront the uncomfortable truth: we are all part of this intricate web of life, and our actions can have devastating consequences. Perhaps we should take a moment to ponder our role in this grand tapestry, lest we become the unwitting. In the heart of the Australian outback, where the sun blazes mercilessly and the air shimmers with heat, a scene unfolds that is both shocking and grotesque. Picture a kangaroo, a symbol of the wild, bounding gracefully across the rugged terrain. But today, this kangaroo is not leaping with the usual vigor. Instead, it is burdened by a horrific wound, a gaping cavity that tells a tale of nature's darker side. This is not just any injury. It is a festering hive of bees, a grotesque amalgamation of flesh and buzzing life. The sight is enough to make even the most seasoned wildlife enthusiast recoil in horror. As we draw closer, the details become clearer. The wound, a gruesome testament to the kangaroo's unfortunate encounter with a swarm of bees, is a sight that defies the beauty of the Australian landscape. The bees, once harmless pollinators, have turned into a nightmarish infestation, burrowing into the soft tissue of the kangaroo's back. Their tiny bodies, glistening with a sheen of honey and blood, create a macabre spectacle. The buzzing sound, once a gentle hum of nature, now resonates like a sinister orchestra, playing a symphony of suffering. This unfortunate kangaroo has become a host, a living canvas for the bees to thrive. The infestation is not merely a nuisance, it is a parasitic relationship gone awry. The bees, drawn to the warmth and moisture of the kangaroo's body, have found an ideal breeding ground. They burrow deeper, laying eggs and feeding on the kangaroo's flesh, creating a grotesque hive that pulsates with life. The kangaroo, in its agony, is a stark reminder of the brutal realities of nature, where survival often comes at a horrific cost. But how did this happen? The answer lies in the delicate balance of ecosystems. In this case, the kangaroo may have inadvertently wandered too close to a hidden hive, provoking the bees into a frenzy. The result is a tragic intersection of animal behavior and environmental factors, leading to a gruesome outcome. As we delve deeper into the biology of this infestation, we discover the bee's life cycle. The queen bee, the heart of the hive, lays hundreds of eggs, each destined to become a worker or soldier. In this case, the worker bees have taken on a sinister role, transforming from diligent pollinators into ruthless invaders. They secrete enzymes that break down the kangaroo's flesh, allowing them to consume it more easily. This process, while horrifying, is a natural part of their survival strategy. The bees are simply following their instincts, driven by the primal need to reproduce and thrive. Yet, as we observe this dark spectacle, we cannot. In the icy expanse of the Arctic, where the air is sharp and the landscape is a canvas of white, a solitary figure emerges from the shadows. It is a polar bear, a majestic creature known for its power and grace. Yet today, it carries with it a dark secret, a horrific barnacle wound that tells a story of survival, suffering, and the relentless grip of nature. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is met with the unsettling sight of barnacles, grotesque and alien, clinging to the bear's flesh like a macabre badge of honor. This is not merely a wound. It is a testament to the harsh realities of life in the polar regions, where even the mightiest can fall prey to the smallest of creatures. The barnacle infestation on this polar bear is a phenomenon that, while shocking, is rooted in the natural order of life. Barnacles, those seemingly innocuous crustaceans, are notorious for their ability to latch onto various surfaces, and in this case, they have chosen the polar bear as their unwitting host. As the bear swims through frigid waters, barnacle larvae, microscopic and hungry, seek out a suitable surface to attach themselves. The bear's thick fur and blubbery skin provide an ideal environment, and soon, these tiny invaders begin to grow, forming hard, calcified shells that can cause significant damage. As the infestation progresses, the barnacles dig deeper, their roots penetrating the bear's skin, creating a grotesque tableau of nature's brutality. The once pristine white fur is now marred by patches of dark, discolored flesh, a stark contrast that speaks to the bear's suffering. Each barnacle is a tiny predator, feeding off the bear's nutrients, weakening it over time. The bear may appear to be a fearsome predator, but in this moment, it becomes a victim of an unseen war, a battle for survival against a foe that is often overlooked. The barnacle's life cycle is as fascinating as it is horrifying. After attaching themselves, they filter feed, drawing in plankton and other microscopic organisms from the water. In doing so, they not only sap the bear's strength but also contribute to the ecological web that exists beneath the surface. In the shadowy depths of the rainforest, where the air is thick with humidity and mystery, we encounter a creature that embodies the harsh realities of nature, the tapir. This gentle giant, often mistaken for a bizarre mix of a pig and an elephant, is now the unwilling host of a grotesque affliction. A horrific barnacle wound mars its side, a ghastly sight that evokes both fascination and repulsion. As we delve deeper into this unsettling tableau, we uncover the dark world of barnacle infestation, a phenomenon that reveals the brutal dance of survival and suffering that plays out in the wild. Barnacles, those seemingly innocuous crustaceans, are relentless hitchhikers. They latch onto unsuspecting hosts, burrowing into their skin and forming a grotesque colony. In the case of our tapir, these barnacles have taken hold, creating a ghastly wound that pulsates with life. Each barnacle, a tiny fortress, siphons nutrients from its host, leading to an insatiable cycle of feeding and decay. The tapir, once a proud inhabitant of the forest, now bears the weight of this parasitic burden, a living testament to the mercilessness of nature. As the barnacles grow, they create an environment ripe for infection, turning the tapir's body into a battleground of flesh and crustacean. The infestation serves as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of life. While the barnacles thrive, the tapir suffers, slowly succumbing to the ravages of this parasitic relationship. The wound festers, a grotesque display of nature's indifference. As the tapir wanders through the underbrush, a silent cry for help echoing in the depths of the jungle. In the vast, untamed wilderness, a solitary bison roams, its massive form a testament to the raw power of nature. But as the camera zooms in, the viewer is met with a shocking sight, a gruesome wound festering with barnacles, those small, hard-shelled creatures that typically cling to rocks and boats. Here, they have found an unexpected host, infesting the bison's flesh with a grotesque determination. The bison,